Hi everyone, welcome back. Time for episode 6. I wasn't expecting the kiss. I was expecting maybe for him to look at him and kind of end before they were going to do that, but he actually kissed him. Which is interesting because he said before that he likes to be informed, he doesn't like to be touched or someone to kind of encroach in his space. I thought this, for these two, was the cutest episode. The way they would speak to each other on the phone, there was caring moments, sweet. There's flirtatious moments. They didn't want to be without one another. I will say, Sang, when he enters a space, he just takes over. I love how he spoke to Cheong's friend there. When he spoke to her, he was like, well, there's headphones there. Put them on. He has this tone and sway where he can fit in with people, but he's very to the point. So people have to learn to adapt to his responses, but he does take control. I'm glad he did in terms of cleaning the mess, because I do think just clean it. But I thought this was the cutest episode for these two. Just the way they interacted, spoke. I like that Sangwoo didn't have his cap on and hasn't. Slowly but surely, they've assimilated to what one another likes to a certain degree, so that it's a show that they care and they're trying to change as a person. And then again, with all the use of language about fixing programs and problems, I really like that. I like how they're mixing in the show title with what they actually do to their everyday language. I think it's very smart. I love how sometimes it shifts from a dark palette to a light palette when you're watching. Just kind of a big. So it takes a moment to your eyes to adjust and realize, what kind of scenario may be happening in that moment. I just really enjoyed watching how close they were getting this episode. And again, they're not particularly long episodes, but they're able to bring a good amount to it. And also they've been able to really highlight the friendship groups, I feel, a bit better, or at least one friendship group, because obviously Sangwoo doesn't actually have friends. But we got to know the side characters more. Plus, I did say about another plot, another story thread going on. We just saw that with the curly head friend and how he likes, obviously, the girl that likes Sangwoo, Jiho. And she was interesting with Jaeyoung, their little back and forth. Wait until she finds out that Chang Jae has kind of won the battle, won the war. But I'm curious because there's 2 episodes. So is there going to be a fallout? Or is there going to be a resolution to how they feel? Because they clearly like one another. And they've expressed, I think, the most in this episode. The patting on the head was a big indication. It just really showed. I love how different their pats on the head was. Sangwoo was an actual pat that was very uncomfortable and goes with his personality. And then Cheong was actually on the neck and more intimate and more forward, which is what he's like. I think the chemistry between the 2 actors is really well done as well. It's not over the top, but there's enough drama for it to still be dramatic, and you could believe that they could like one another, the characters, so that works. I'm enjoying this show, and I think it's really well done. Thank you for watching.